Hey guys, hello and welcome to Naveed for Speed. In today's video, I am going to be showing you some of the features of the KGM Musso. In particular, I'm quite excited to be showing you this limited edition version, the Saracen Platinum version of the car. I'm going to be showing you some of the best features and I'm going to be showing you some of the worst features. Some of the features which I like, some of the features which I'm not too fond of, and in particular, some of the features that you get on this Saracen Platinum version of the car. Now, if you are interested in seeing an extensive review of this car, I'll show you around the exterior, the interior, and I take it out on the road, then make sure you click this button over here and you can go and check that out. But in this particular video, I'm just going to be talking about some of the features and particularly the ones that I like. I will start by talking about the features of this platinum version of the car. So as standard, you get certain features throughout the different specs of the car: side steps, roof rails, that kind of stuff. This platinum version has been created to celebrate 70 years of the brand, and they're only making 70 of these, and I have number 1 of 70. So it's a pretty special car. But let me tell you some of the features. So to start with, I want to start with the front skid plate. You get this front skid plate that has Musso lettering cut out in it. I think it looks really good. Feels quite strong actually as well, quite tough. So it just goes to show the off-roading sort of lifestyle, the tough rugged lifestyle that this car can handle. You also get these wheel arches on the side, again add to the presence of the car, particularly because it contrasts with the white paintwork. In the platinum version of the car, you only get white or grey paintwork, and in the rest of the cars you get white as standard, and then you can choose your different colors. I do quite like the contrast that you get with this white paintwork and these wheel arches. The wheels, you get 18-inch alloy wheels, black in the highest spec version, silver in the lowest specs. Again, I think they look really good contrasting with the white paintwork. In this platinum version, you also get those sports bars that you can see there at the back. I think they look really tough. They look quite strong. They add strength to the entire car in the way that it looks. I think they really suit this car really well. And you get the roll top rear load bed cover, which you can use. You can open and close using this remote that you get on the keyring. So I think that's really quite cool. It has a light in there which is actually quite strong, so you can see everything that you need to see in there. One of the features which I do like about this car is that rear load bed, because you can actually store a Euro pallet in there. The dimensions are such that you can get a Euro pallet in there perfectly. So I think that's really quite convenient. But if we're talking about the rear of the car, one of the features that I don't like is the fact that you don't get a rear step back there. In loads of pickup trucks, you get a rear step that you can then step onto and look into the load bed. You don't get that in this particular car, so that's something which I don't like. Let me take you into the interior. I'll show you some of the features in there that are quite useful and some of the ones that I don't like as well. So there are a few features inside the car which I like and a few features that I don't like as well. I'm going to start with the seats. These comfortable Nappa leather seats in this platinum version. In the lower specs you get fabric seats or ordinary leather. You get Nappa leather in the higher specs. I think they look really nice. They feel quite comfortable and they're heated and ventilated in the higher specs version of this car. So I think that really kind of adds to that whole comfort, contemporary feel of the interior of this car. I want to mention another feature which I like, but a lot of people might not like, is this screen over here. This 12.3-inch center screen, which is quite dark. The theme of it is quite dark. So it means that during the day, especially if there's glare, especially if the sun is shining in your eyes, you might not be able to see that very well. But I quite like it because I don't like to be blinded by screens, particularly when driving at night. So I really quite like that. I also like the 12.3-inch instrument cluster that you get in the higher spec versions of the. So I really quite like the information, the crisp information that you can get on that screen in front of you. One thing which I really do like is this rear camera. So if I put the car into reverse, I've got this rear camera over here, which is actually facing out the back. It's actually facing down rather than backwards. Now, I quite like that because it shows exactly how far whatever I'm reversing towards is behind me, so I can see the distance between me and that particular thing. It's not pointing forward like upwards, so I'm not going to be able to see, you know, pedestrians far away, I suppose. But to be honest, I don't really need to see things far away because I'm not going to be reversing at speed. I'm going to be reversing slowly, so I want to see the obstacle behind. And of course, the reason why that is if you want to hitch a trailer onto the tow bar, you can maneuver the car in the perfect position so that you can connect the tow bar onto whatever you are towing. This particular car has a 3.5-ton towing capacity. If you go for the lower spec EX version, it's 3.2 tons, and it has an over 1-ton load capacity in the rear truck bed. So I think that's really quite, you know, capability wise, I think it's perfect. I like these A-pillars. You get these grab handles for both the driver and the passenger as well. Makes it easier to get in and out of the car as well. And of course, what else makes it easier to get in and out of the car are the side steps. So the side steps you can step on to get in and out of the car, but I imagine they are also there to protect the underside of the car, because the first thing that the bottom of the car is going to hit is probably the first part of the car that is going to be hit by a rock or a stone when you're off-roading is probably that side step. So I think that's really quite good. And lastly, one of the things that I like about in the interior of this car is the navigation. Now, I've driven pickup trucks before, particularly a lot of Isuzus, and you don't necessarily get satellite navigation in those, but in this you get satellite navigation. This is a multi-purpose car. That is what it has been advertised as. So of course you should be able to use it for off-roading, and you should be able to use it for everyday life. And having sat nav there is hugely convenient, because it means that you can use this as an everyday car, and it does have a really nice driving feel. It picks up speed really well, feels just like a normal diesel car in most cases. But I do also like the turning circle. It's got an 11.8 meter turning circle, so it just feels easy to just maneuver around. I think that's really quite convenient. One of the things that I don't like about this car is this gearbox. So you could use this car in automatic mode, but if you want to put it in manual mode, you have to use this sort of switch that's on this side of the box. So if you put it into manual mode, you have to press that button up or down to move it. And I think that's really weird, because I've never really had to change gears like that before. I suppose once you get used to it, it should be easier. But I like flappy paddles, or I like to be able to just flick the gear stick. That is a little bit strange to me, but in the real world, you're not really going to be using that as much. So I think overall, the way that this car looks, the way that this car feels and to drive, the way it feels to be in, I think they've executed it really well when it comes to not only being able to go off-road, but also being able to drive on the road. You can go for whichever version. The entry-level versions are a little bit bad in terms of the different features that you get, but the top spec levels, they have a lot of creature comforts, which is interesting, because if you are going to use this car for everyday life, the new tax rules that are coming in, by the time this video goes out, they will already be in place, means that these cars, these pickup trucks are probably going to start, you're probably going to see less and less of them on the road, new ones at least, because those tax laws are just not favorable anymore. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you're interested in buying a pickup truck, or if you were interested in buying a pickup truck and you now aren't going to. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's just going to potentially kill a big portion of the industry. But overall, I still do like pickup trucks. I like the convenience of them. I like the fact that you can use them for work. You can use them for everyday life as well. And they're quite comfortable. I like the ride height. You can sit really high and you can see the traffic around you. I mean, I was driving along and I was sitting, I was same height as passengers that were on a bus next to me. Which was a really weird feeling. When you're driving over a bridge, you can always see over the side of the bridge. It's really nice. I think it's a comfortable place, because it encourages you to not be fast. It encourages you to just sit and relax and cruise and just drive along. It's really nice. Anyway, let me know what you think about the different features of this car. Let me know if you like this car or not, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you and take care.